Luke here for Papa Bear Adventures. Welcome to part 4 of our 2023 PC build. Alright, so we've got the processor cooler, the RAM, the hard drive. So the last thing we need to do for our component we need for our bench test is the graphics card. So we will get that set up next. I did go with a GFORCE RTX 4080. It has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. It is a gigabit product as well, with the WindForce fan technology. So we'll be using the gigabit motherboard, the gigabit GPU, the Intel processor, and the rest of the peripherals are Corsair, with the exception of the hard drive, which is Samsung. This box was also rough handled during shipping, so another reason we need to do a bench test. If you can see there, it did look like this took a little bit of a beating in shipping. Got a owner's manual. Actually looks like a manual. Quick installation guide. Some nice foam, protective foam. May have got a little bit of a dent right there where the outside of the box is banged up. So we got some supporting brackets for supporting the graphics card as mounted. Power adapter. Mounting screws and hardware. And the graphics card itself inside of a nice static discharge bag. This card is massive. Looks like it has some tamper seal. This is the graphics card. It is quite heavy. I'll set the static discharge right here. Strap out some of it. And take off all this shrink wrapping. Finish protection. Looks like we got all of the protective wrapping off of there. And this guy will set right down inside of the slot. So there's a locking mechanism. Open that. All your fan and cords are out of the way. Make sure that the protective covering is off of the blade for the PCI Express slot. she latches. Now, this card is very heavy. So I'm going to put something under here that's non-conductive to support the weight of the card while we're on the test bench. All right. Now, using the motherboard box, you can use the groove in the side of the box, line that up with where the I/O plate would go, sit down in there a little bit, and then just to support this massive weight of card on the back side, got it sitting there. And I do just want to double check. I'm going to unplug this USB port real quick just to get it out of the way. I just want to double check and make sure the card is seated all the way in there. And it is seated all the way in. It feels like it's seated all the way in. So we will go ahead and just prop this up here. One more. Over here. There we go. Now this is a massive card. It's quite heavy. And I'm going to go ahead and set up the monitor and the keyboard and everything so that we can do a bench post. Once we get the bench post, we will go ahead and take the graphics card off and work on getting everything into the case. Went ahead and hooked up all the power connections. So we are ready. I missed one. We're not ready. All right, all the power connections are connected. Time to run the test. Power on the power supply and hit the power button. And we got some lights. All right, looks like we got a boot. So basically you just want to make sure that it can see our hardware and that everything is visually where it's supposed to be. So it sees all of our RAM. It has identified our CPU correctly. And the only thing I'm looking for here that it's not showing me is the hard drive, and it is showing me the Samsung hard drive. So all the devices are showing as they should be, and we are ready to install this into the case. Thank you for joining us for part 4 of our 2023 PC build. As always, comments are welcome, and mind how you go.